Okay, hello everyone, I'm Kazuki. I'm going to talk about my future banking system. And recently, the banking system has been modernized. For example, there are kinds such as an internet bank that combines a bank system and the internet. A non-bank that does not conduct a deposit operation, but it seems the banking system is less in Japan compared to overseas, so I will think about what kind of banking system is currently in Japan. Now let's talk about today's outline. Firstly, I explain about the three big operations of the bank. Secondly, it is a system that gives benefit depending on the using rate of the same bank. Thirdly, banks will cooperate with non-banks to increase opportunities to borrow at lower price and in a short period of time. The fourth, a system that made our not to be trapped by time and place when we send money. It will be a lot of difficult stories, so I'm happy if you can concentrate and listen. Let's talk about the first topic. I would like to introduce the fundamental functions of the bank: deposit, loan, exchange operation. The deposit operation is the task of managing and securing a set of depositors. The loan operation is operation to lend out the deposit money as a farmer hand, and the exchange operation is a task of obtaining a fee arising at the time of money transfer. I would like to propose a new system for loan and exchange in this. Let's talk about the next topic. Currently, the use rate of banks in Japan exceeds 90%. However, looking at banks separately, the top three banks account for most of them. Therefore, I think that it is good to attach benefits such as point system to further increase the using rate of these banks. Gives each time you use the three major operations of the bank 1 point per day. In addition, we will make a system that gives 1/100th of the current exchange amount for money transfer to overseas in exchange operation. Then you can get another one use that point. By using such a system, it is possible to reduce the number of Japanese banks. This is beneficial for us. The reason is that as the number of banks increases, the deposit per person will decrease with the bank. To avoid this, we will implement this system at the top three banks and differentiate it from other banks. And we collect all the people who used other bank up to now to the top three banks and make a situation that is headed to go bankrupt. For this reason, I think a system that gives something benefits depending on the using rate of people using the same bank is necessary. Next topic is that create a system bank can cooperate with non-banks to afford low price and short term. Non-bank is company that does not take deposit operation. Non-bank have various restrictions. Firstly, unlike banks, lending is 1/3 of annual income. Secondly, our housewife cannot use it. Thirdly, the interest rate is high, also the loan execution is short. A good point of a non-bank is where you can borrow immediately when you need a small amount of money in a short period of time. Relationship between bank and non-banks. Entire banks lend money to non-banks, and non-banks must return a part of the money gained in the loan operation to the bank. I think if this system is combined with the first topic, a stronger banking system will be completed. Use a bank when borrowing an amount cannot be returned immediately, such as a car and home loan. And for low-cost loans, use no banks. By doing like this, you can do when the bank cannot fulfill the loan operation. There was a time in Japan where we could not receive personal loans. Therefore, I think our bank needs to cooperate with non-banks and need to borrow them at a low price in a short time to eliminate such a situation. The last topic is a system that made our not to be trapped by time and place when we send money. When sending money, it may be delayed depending on the price and time zone. If you live in Japan, it does not matter much. But if travelers from overseas cannot withdraw money, they cannot do anything. Therefore, there is a method of using virtual money for the entire bank as a system that can respond to sending money from overseas. Virtual money is that you can buy goods, services, and withdraw money. And also, through the internet, and can also be used not only in Japan but also overseas. If this money can be created and used by a bank, even if there are travelers from overseas, it can safely be used in Japan by making it a virtual money on the net. System can always operate without regular maintenance since the program manages the system on the internet. Therefore, it is possible to send money without being caught in time and place. Okay, let's summarize today's topic. Firstly, I talked about 3 major banks operations. Secondly, I thought of a system that gives benefits by using the same bank to put together a bank. This is a system to differentiate the top 3 banks from other banks. Thirdly, I thought that banks will cooperate with non-banks to increase opportunities to borrow at lower price and in short period of time. This is because I thought that I need a system to borrow money safely and quickly when the bank refuses the loan operation. Fourth, I thought about a system that made our not to be trapped by time and place when we send money. This is a system that can respond more flexibly, but not being trapped by time and place for sending money from overseas. From these results, today's Japanese banking system is behind other countries, so I think should introduce a system that more globally. And I think that we want the social banking system to go smoothly. Thank you for listening.